wide open threes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't know why it's the only it's one of those rules that only applies to the NBA. That's no
Right.
other level of basketball. So I don't know why it's in the game either.
I mean, you could see it in the past, but now I feel like that's something that could kind of be just taken out of the league. So the big story that I actually saw on Snapchat, you know how you like swipe right on Snapchat and there's all these stories. I usually never click on them, but the one I clicked on, I was like, wait, what? And it was
Yeah.
a little gossip about Malik, your guy.
Yeah,
Can you
so I
explain to
guess
us
we can.
what your guy, what happened to him? What he
So, a little story time. So Malik Beasley's birthday was, I think, 2 weeks ago. So he goes off to Miami for his birthday, and now it's just recently surfaced. I think last night was when it came out was him and Larsa Pippen were holding hands, and they're a couple now. They're dating, and Malik had a kid and his wife back home, and they just found out about it. And
wait,
this isn't there was a separate girl that actually I think TMZ leaked the DMs that same weekend of too.
so wait, so he Laura, what's her name?
Larsa.
Larsa Pippen, is that Scottie Pippen's wife?
That's Scottie Pippen's ex-wife that has a little bit of a history of,
The future.
yeah, future Tristan Thompson, dozens of NBA players. Yeah, and I feel bad because Scottie Pippen Jr., his mom is literally, she has OnlyFans. She's dating players his age. Like, this kid's, by the way, Scottie Pippen Jr. is having a great season at Vanderbilt so far. He's averaging, probably going to be drafted next year. So imagine your mom dating these guys that are the same age as you and could possibly be could possibly be your teammate next year. So like,
Imagine, imagine if the Timberwolves draft Scottie Pippen Jr. How awkward is that?
that's I don't know, that might be unplayable. Like, I don't know if that's because Scottie Pippen Jr. The thing that's funny is he's been liking tweets like, I feel so bad for this kid. Like, someone
About
get this
himself?
about his mom. Yeah, and he's like, someone get this man's mom, and like stuff like that. But like, I thought it was a funny joke. I saw a tweet that said his mom's been playing in the NBA longer than Malik Beasley, and I'm like, it's true.
Yeah, it's weird because when I think of Scottie Pippen, I think of like old guy, like 50, because he's pretty old, dude.
Yeah, it's Larsa's 46, I think, so she's double Malik's age.
Hey, Malik, hey, he's a character, man.
I mean, I think it's just bad timing because of obviously his felony charges. I think Malik's been in the news a little bit more than they'd like him to be with the new contract. But I mean, hopefully he can. I don't know. I feel terrible for the family. Obviously, his wife, his kid, because they found out the same time as the public did. So I mean, hopefully Malik can figure it out. I don't know what he's doing. I hope he doesn't date Larsa Pippen. Uh, you know, I hope I hope he's doing okay. Hope everything works out there.
I mean, yeah, and now he's also facing a suspension for
Yeah.
his arrest. And when I saw that he was MN Sports News posted on Instagram that he was facing a suspension. I was like, wait, for the Pippen thing? Like, how does that? They can't suspend him for that. But then
No,
I
that was for
saw,
the charges, yeah.
yeah. So how long do you think he's going to be suspended? Or
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be as bad as people think. It'll probably be like maybe a 10-game suspension or something. Well, honestly, maybe he can get the charges dropped somehow. But luckily we just drafted somebody first overall that's a shooting guard too. So it won't be too. It'll be a big loss because obviously he's the best 3-point shooter on the team besides Cat. But maybe Anthony Edwards can really step up in that role and become that third star if he gets the opportunity.
yeah, it's terrible timing for Malik to be doing something like that. But it's just classic Timberwolves. I mean, we sign a guy.
So 4 years, $60 million.
On
Yeah.
this podcast, we stated that he's a changed man. Like they signed him because they believed in him, and then for him just to go do that, I mean, it's a tough look. But
I think the big thing is though too, at least it wasn't something with legal issues. It was just a personal thing. I mean, hopefully that can be fixed with some vet. You know, that's why it's important, man. You get a vet like Ed Davis, and hopefully you can just like it's real. Like I think the year we had Kevin Garnett, was it that 2014 or 15 we signed him back?
It was Cat's rookie year, so
Yeah, and I mean, Cat probably thrived being being mentored by Kevin Garnett. So I think you need a player like that in every locker room to really hold it down.
yeah, I mean Ed Davis, like I don't mean to like I think that is the most vet name of all time.
Yeah, and like D'Lo said it, everyone you talk to loves that dude. He's a hard guy. He's like he's gonna get on you if you're not working hard. So I hope he really brings that to the locker room this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I mean for Malik Beasley, like the issues off the court, I mean, that doesn't really affect him as a basketball player. I mean, it might a little bit, but he's still gonna be that basketball player. And that's like he's still gonna be a great basketball player. So
And I mean, like, I don't know. I was just looking at his Instagram today because I thought he was going to be like all down and not posting anything. But dude, he was posting a bunch of stories at the because Timberwolves training camp started yesterday, so everyone reported, and he was hanging out with like a Kogi and having fun. And hopefully he's good. You know, if he's good in the head and he's playing good, then
what
personal life aside.
how do you think that the players in the how do you think the players in the locker room are gonna how are they gonna how did you think they reacted to that? Like when they got to training camp? Do you think anyone said anything, or do you think it was just kind of like awkward, or do you think they like clowned him for it? Like what do you think? How do you
I would
think that
probably
went
say
down?
more clowning. I don't think it was probably be too awkward. Well,
You
see, it's
can't
tough
clown
because
him. It's terrible. He has a wife and kid.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was just about to say that. Like, I don't know if realistically, probably no one said anything to him, but I don't know.
Because that like, it is terrible. It's really terrible, actually.
Yeah, it is bad. I think
He
I thought I
just got
saw his
married in
wife.
March.
Yeah, his wife's trying to get filed for divorce. So I mean, I don't know if something wasn't working and there's stuff behind the scenes. So I don't know.
I mean, especially with well, she's probably happy he just got that contract with the
Yeah,
deal.
because if they didn't sign a prenup, she's definitely getting half of that new $60 million contract. So
I mean, it's tough. That's tough for Malik. We